That time, he, pointed down at my feet and was like, "Oh, you have an ant on your shoe." And I was like, "Where?"
I don't get feet, guys.
And I'm frantic trying to get the ant off my shoe, and I'm like, "Where?" And he's like, "Right there, right there."
Real estate agent Angela Julian didn't realize that was just a trick.
He bends down and
the classic ant on the shoe trick. Got an ant on your shoe. Quick, put it in my mouth. Oh, shit. It's one of them bullet ants from the tropics, from the Amazon. Quick, stick it in my mouth. Oh, yeah, I almost got it. Did you still want to show me the listing? I'm looking for a 3-bedroom with a dinette. If you've never been here before on a Monday or Tuesday, what we do is we amalgamate some of the dumbest stories on the internet, the silliest stories on the internet, the most irreverent stories on the internet, and I react to them live for you. I don't know these stories. And our first category is animals in nature. Manatee baby. What's hiding on your desk, Will? Just remotes. It's all fucking remotes for my lights.
She's holding on.
Manatees are so sweet. They're so sweet. The Suckmaster? Are you saying there's a Suckmaster on my desk, or are you calling this poor manatee the Suckmaster? So sweet.
Hold on. Oh my God.
We need, you can't touch them, right? You can touch a manatee without doing any damage to it. You shouldn't, but you're not going to hurt a manatee if you touch it. Andy Cortez, thank you so much. Not legally. I mean, this is kind of a gray area. If a manatee comes up and grabs your board, I think you are politely allowed to move his fin and be like, "Hey, buddy, go elsewhere." No? What do you mean no? Yes. The animal is more in danger being attached to a fucking board than it is if you politely go, "Yeah, on your way." Look at that. Touching. Uh-oh. Call the cops. Call the cops, chat, you fucking narcs. Go ahead, expose yourself. Call the cops. So fucking stupid. Yeah, dude, they're endangered, so you're not allowed to delicately pet them. However, you are allowed to buy a cigarette boat with 18 motors on the back, all of which have razor sharp fucking engine fans that you can basically drive into the head of the manatee whenever you fucking want, cutting it and leaving scars all over its body, but make sure you don't delicately touch or pet the manatee. Drive the boat into its head, jet ski, whatever, fucking throw a stick of dynamite in there. That's fine. Do not touch it. Pour your noxious, toxic waste in the ocean. Absolutely, that is fine. But do not pet it. For the love of God. We don't want these things to get comfortable. Too many pets, next thing you know, that manatee's doing terrorism. If he gets too comfortable, he's gonna come to an elementary school and do a drag show and turn your kids gay. It's a slippery slope. That's why we only hit them with our boats. I'm just trying to follow the logic there. You know, that's some real fucking that's some real fucking chud logic. Wait, is that true? Sadly, yes. Manatees are known to be very gay. Colorado cat goes viral on TikTok for its $5,000 gold tooth. What?
I got 21 bullets inside of this clip and I'm ready to unload this bitch. You a pussy ass buster, I will beat you up, but I know you gonna run.
Fire. Listen, we have not been in agreement on all of these stories yet tonight. We are all in agreement. That's fire.
I got 21 bullets inside of this clip and I'm ready to unload this bitch. You a pussy ass buster,
Fire. Cats are fierce. Team dressed up as bears to rehabilitate cub.
This woman is
Oh, yes.
transforming herself into a bear for a reason, and it's not for an early Halloween party. She's crawling on all fours, teaching an orphaned bear how to eat from a bowl of mashed.
What have I been saying? Domesticate the bears.
Domesticate the bears.
Also, can we get a better bear costume? Can we get some cosplay girlies in here?
Mashed up fruit and bugs. Sure looks like the little guy enjoys what's on the menu. The baby bear was found all alone and crying by campers in the forest and was brought to San Diego.
Okay, can I keep it a whole ass stack with you? If I found a baby bear crying and parentless in the woods, and I somehow knew there wasn't a parent coming back, I'm keeping that bear. I am fucking keeping that bear. There is no way on earth you could get that bear away from. That would be my bear. I would move to Beaver Island, Michigan. I would get Starlink so I could stream, and I would own a bear.
Mexico's Humane Society last month. When the bear first arrived, there were no bear costumes. The employees wore camouflage and bottle-fed the fragile bear. Once they started dressing up as bears, they went to great lengths
Oof, Starlink. What do you want me to do? Stream on a dial-up?
to stay in disguise from head to toe so that the bear would not be drawn to humans.
People who don't want to wear furs anymore, they send them to us. We also mask our human scent. We got some hay and other scent from a local sanctuary that has black bears.
I would mask my human scent too. I would wear Tom Ford tobacco so that the bear has taste. You know what I mean?
We rub it all over the fur coats.
Now that the bear has gained 10 pounds and is growing claws and
Legit Salvage just wrote, oh, shut the fuck up. They had had enough. The Tom Ford cologne masking was too much.
teeth, the employees have switched up their bear masks.
When he was first arriving here, we wore these full head bear masks. Now that he's a little more mobile, we've transitioned to this mask, so we just have a little bit better depth perception.
Is this enough to fool him?
We think so, because when he looks at us, he is looking at us as other bears.
On the day we visited, the cub was learning how to forage for food on his own.
I mean, chat, hear me out. If a cub needs to be raised among other bears, is there a better place than West Hollywood? I have 16 bears on my phone contact right now. I could just take them to Rocco's in West Hollywood. And those guys, I mean, he'd fit right in.
If he tries to interact with the human bear, he's redirected to play with the stuffed bears.
We all care deeply for him, but we also remember that he's going to go back to the wild someday, so we have to try not to get too attached.
Oh. But why does he have to go back to the wild? You know? We're still rolling down a hill for cheese. We can't raise one little bear in captivity and make him an awesome pet? I mean, come on.
One Florida family had a
Holy shit.
different kind of wake up.
Let him in! I mean, it's clear These wild animals are over it.
Call when a scaly neighbor tried to barge in. The family inside heard the door rattling and thought it was a burglar, but the last thing they expected, a front porch predator.
No soliciting.
Only in Florida do you sometimes have to deal with an eager door-to-door scalesman.
Door-to-door scalesman? Hoi, 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 hoi. All right, that one was actually good. Come on.
Courtney Beck says she and her parents woke up when they heard scratch.
God damn it. I'm 35. I can't even help myself. The dad DNA is becoming active. Eggbird TV. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream.
Scratching at the door, their dogs barking. Her family worried someone was breaking in. Her worry turning to shock seeing the toothy trespasser making a surprising visit.
That was just not what I was expecting. I thought maybe it was the UPS guy, or that was the last thing I was thinking was a gator.
A Florida-style wake-up call for Beck and her parents. She says her family now watches their backs when leaving home. A similar sight played out last month, this time at a home near Orlando.
There is an alligator at our front door. Do not open it.
The homeowner said the reptilian visitor was nearly 8 feet long and even tried knocking on the door.
They found out later that he was a Mormon missionary.
But after she called a trapper, the alligator made its way through her backyard before heading back into the water. This is why in Florida, a doorbell camera isn't a luxury. It can be a means of survival. And it doesn't stop there. Another scaly neighbor making an unwanted visit in a Fort Myers neighborhood. Deputies responding to the visitor chomping at the bit to enter a home Friday morning. The gator on the loose was eventually secured and handed over to a trapper. Beck said she posted her gator encounter online and received more than 2 million views on TikTok.
Shit, that gator's famous. Let him in. All right, next story. Anchor goes into labor while
we
on
do have
air?
some breaking news this morning. Literally.
Yes.
Olivia's water has broke.
Yep, this pregnant news anchor
Why are you so calm?
is going into labor, but she continues delivering the news.
I guess
Olivia's
I'm officially in early labor.
Olivia Jaquith is 2 days past her due date. Her water broke in the newsroom at 4:15 a.m. But 15 minutes later, instead of going to the hospital, she went on the air for the
content brain.
Early morning news.
She's now, timing her contractions.
We'll see. I'm going to pay
she's,
attention.
2 minutes apart?
No. Well, there was one, but it's been a few minutes since then, so we're still in good shape.
Nothing stops this mom-to-be. When she was 6 months pregnant, she ran a half marathon. And get this, Olivia's co-anchor in Albany is also...
That is a shield maiden. That is a Valkyrie.
So pregnant, and she's in awe.
This is her decision to do this.
I'd rather be at work than at the hospital. So.
Something you'll never hear come out of my mouth.
In the TV control room, this studio crew member held a message for Olivia. Go to the hospital.
Chat, I didn't know you got caught on camera. Oh my God, it's you, chat. Go to the hospital. True.
So I'm wondering, how is she just still sitting on the set?
Would y'all leave?
Yes.
Amazing.
Gail, we've had enough of you. After what you said about the Qualca, we've had enough.
Yes.
Amazingly, Olivia finished the entire 3.5-hour morning broadcast.
What? Okay. You don't have to rush, but that's crazy.
Oh, baby.
All right, well, hopefully I don't see you tomorrow, but make sure you join Julia.
And some great news. Olivia just had her baby. Congratulations.
Dude. That woman is diff. That woman is diff. That lady is diffy. That's crazy. Out of control dump truck.
It's heart-stopping video of a runaway dump truck barreling down a road and veering in.
Did they edit that?
And veering into on truck barreling down a road and
Barreling down a road.
Veering into oncoming traffic.
Oh, shit.
The 61-year-old driver is having a seizure at the wheel.
Oh, shit.
The out-of-control truck takes out a utility pole,
Oh,
crosses 3 front
shit.
yards, then, oh no, it plows into a house at 40 miles per hour.
Oh my God.
This horrified mom had her baby in her arms as she ran across the street. This video was recorded just moments after the crash.
Holy
you can hear cries for help coming from inside.
Help is on the way.
It happened in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey.
Holy fuck, dude. I know where Woodbury is. That's crazy.
The 72-year-old homeowner was lounging in a chair when the truck plowed through. Neighbor Derek Keating said the homeowner was trapped inside.
And you saw him, just his head.
I could see him laying on his back, but I could see his head.
These are the deep tire tracks from that dump truck as it careened across these front lawns out of control, across this street, and then rammed into this house. Now check out the debris over my shoulder. The fact that both the truck driver and the homeowner
The
were
house
trapped under
is
this
gone. The house is gone.
Survived is being called a miracle.
Holy shit. Meth monkey.
An endangered species uncovered after a traffic stop. A spider monkey found during a drug bust.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Your reporter Hunter Sowers is getting answers on why these rare discoveries are becoming more common.
It was found near Vallejo and is now getting that medical treatment. And while she may be precious, she is not supposed to be a pet. She's now been named Violetta by Zoo Care. And while she appears to be doing well right now, zoo staff is having to give her a full medical exam, including a CT scan and blood work to make sure that she has proper organ function. Many times people don't give these rare monkeys proper nutrition. Let's talk about how we got to this point. You're seeing here last Tuesday, Solano County deputies pulled over a car, uncovering that massive amount of meth, almost $30,000 worth. The next day, they searched the suspect's home, and that's where they found the spider monkey and 2 rattlesnakes. Now, if this sounds familiar, that's because it is. You're looking at another incident here earlier this year during a different traffic stop down south of Madera. CHP officers finding this spider monkey riding in the passenger seat of a Rolls Royce driving down the 99, had that pink onesie on. That suspect was arrested on drug charges and driving under the influence. The Oakland Zoo also taking this spider monkey into their care.
Diaper full of shit, head full of meth.
Spider monkey into their care, who said it wasn't properly
Well, it's not funny. This is fucking hilarious.
cared for and was malnourished.
It's sad, but it's also funny.
Officials are calling this trend disturbing.
So spider monkeys, we're seeing more and more of them coming up from South America and being brought into private homes. And it's just not appropriate for these animals. They're wild animals, and they need
monkey to drive in a Rolls Royce.
True.
Proper care, and they should be in the wild.
So while
punish the owners, please. They got caught with a bunch of meth in their car. You think the worst charge they're going to get is for their spider monkey?
Live trafficking, as it's called.
They were trafficking meth. They're going to be punished. Sir, you're facing 30 years in a maximum security jail for trafficking pounds of methamphetamine. And also, you're going to have to do about 10 hours of community service for what you did to that spider monkey. We don't want to let you off free on that one. Oh, shit! You're going to have to go to a particularly long 3-hour seminar about exotic pets when you get out of jail for the methamphetamine trafficking. I'm sorry. I made a lot of bad decisions with my monkey while I was trafficking meth.
Is one of the largest illegal trades in the world. The Oakland Zoo is committed to helping save these animals and stop the trend. The zoo is going to be working with the CDFW and other national organizations to try and help find Violetta a sanctuary or another zoo where she can live a healthy life after they're done caring for her.
Listen, you're right. Stop laughing. It's time to give a very important service announcement. Chat. Find yourself trafficking meth. Perhaps you are not a suitable home for a spider monkey. Spider monkeys prefer a stable, clean environment without pounds of methamphetamine. I know, crazy. But they're a very, very particular animal to take care of. Maya is going to cook your ass for real? Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Rogue. Are you saying that meth homes are good for spider monkeys? Rogue Vigil? I'm sorry. Why don't you respond to that? I was doing a community service. We saw it. Rogue wants spider monkeys to live in meth traps. There you go. If the meth is good, enough love is enough. Okay. Get him out of here. 5-minute timeout. Get him out of here. Let him think that over, Hoss. Play the siren. We got him. 5-minute timeout. Get him out of here. No, listen. Thank you. Listen, I'm not very political, but I'll take a hardline stance on this, folks. Don't give meth to your pet monkey. I know. Some may call me a libtard. Tampa man is targeting realtors.
Urgent safety warning about a man they say is targeting women during house showings. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Frank Wiley in for Courtney tonight. In a story you will only see right here on 10 Tampa Bay. Realtors are now speaking out after sharing posts like these online. They say a man suspected of having a foot fetish is reportedly targeting women real estate agents by booking fake home tours. And open house showings.
Where the fuck is Nick Pollum?
Tonight, 10 Tampa Bay's Aduri Chumba joining us live.
Yeah, Aduri, they tell you his disturbing behavior raising some serious concerns.
That's right, Dave and Frank. Several realtors are sharing this very similar story of a man inappropriately touching their leg or foot while they are working. And the earliest as far back as July in Pinellas County, and as recently as last week during another showing in Manatee County.
That time, he, pointed down at my feet and was like, oh, you have an ant on your shoe. And I was like, where,
I don't get feet, guys.
And I'm frantic trying to get the ant off my shoe. And I'm like, where? And he's like, right there, right there.
Real estate agent Angela Julian didn't realize that was just a trick.
He bends down and
the classic ant on the shoe trick. Got an ant on your shoe. Quick, put it in my mouth. Oh, shit. It's one of them bullet ants from the tropics, from the Amazon. Quick, stick it in my mouth. Oh, yeah, I almost got it. Did you still want to show me the listing? I'm looking for a 3-bedroom with a dinette.
Unbuckling my shoe and caressing my foot, and I just thought that.
Oh, dude! What is it? Put him under the jail. Put him under the jail. Put him in the cell beneath the meth monkey guy.
That was really weird. At the same time, he's fidgeting with his phone, petting my foot, fidgeting phone, and I think he's trying to take some type of a video of.
How long did this go on for? How long did this go on for? I mean,
how is Tarantino the least weird foot dude? Like
True.
None of them can just be normal about
True.
it. They
Like,
all got a creep out.
I'm trying to visualize this. All right, let's do a timer. This is a dramatic recreation. Is this mic on? This mic is on. Okay. Oh, you have an ant on your foot. Where? What? Hang on, let me get it for you. Did you get it? Oh, hang on. It's a fighter. Almost got it. Time. You know, I feel like at first I thought that that was a ridiculous amount of time, but now that I experience it in that dramatic reenaction, I realize it's so bizarre that I might not have reacted either. If a strange person came up to me and was like, "You have a spider on your foot," I'd be like, "What?" I wonder how long it would take to realize that I was getting my foot groped.
It was really alarming.
At first unaware of the violation, now at least more than a half dozen women coming forward to share stories of their encounter.
No one called the cops on this guy?
With the strange man that's left them feeling vulnerable.
Very vulnerable. Instantly, you can sense that something's not quite right, but you can't really put your finger on it.
He's searching Zillow. He's using the everything that everyone has public access to see when and where people are going to be.
What crime did he commit, Will? He groped them. What? You can't just touch someone.
And that is concerning.
Les Haynes, who runs a group for Tampa area realtors, says up to 30 people can show up for a single open house, with many unvetted. That's why he's advising realtors to prioritize their safety.
If you are carrying a firearm, you need firearm safety, you need practice. It is.
Okay, I don't know if we have to shoot the foot guy. Wait a minute. That was a crazy escalation. Maybe we can rehabilitate him. I don't know if we have to fucking kill him. What the fuck? Holy shit. Surely the prison system can do something for this man. We can fucking shoot him. That is the craziest escalation I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very
Void
cool.
Invader,
Hey,
thank
well, I was
you
wondering
so much.
if I can inspect your tree roots real quick.
Dude,
I think I saw an ant on it.
imagine giving these women that advice. That is crazy. Hey, you know the trauma that you're experiencing from this guy sexually assaulting you? How about the image of him bleeding out on the floor you're trying to sell for the rest of your life? That is the craziest escalation I've ever heard.
Safety.
If you are carrying a firearm, you need firearm safety, you need practice. It is not buying a gun on a shelf and thinking you're going to be Annie Oakley. It doesn't happen that way. You're more apt to get hurt than actually protect yourself in that situation.
Have an escape route, have maybe some pepper spray or something.
Now that's good advice. Pepper spraying the shit out of this guy? Yes. Deserved. Fair. Good advice. If a guy is going to do the old ant trick, he deserves an eyeball full of mace. A bullet to the head? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if hey, I'm draconian. But I just don't know if my conscience could handle that.
Thing that you can grab and get to in an emergency to protect yourself.
And tonight, some of those women have now reported their encounters to area law enforcement, including Clearwater Police just confirming an incident in September. They say if you're a realtor and someone behaves like this or this particular person shows up at your listing, first make sure you get yourself safely out of harm's way and then call 911 immediately. In studio, Aduria Chumba.
That is fucking crazy.